Welcome back, all you YouTube fans. Glad to be back once again. This week, I think we're going to work on. I've had a request in my inbox. I went scouring through the inbox for ideas, and couldn't find a whole lot. And so what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to create a video just for requests. I've seen another one of the guys that I'm subscribed to. He has done that, and he's made sure to get the opinions of everybody through the creating a video just for requests. So at this time, probably at the end of this, I'll ask you to leave a comment what you thought about the video today, and to also leave some suggestions, ideas, what you'd like to see out of my channel, guitar wise. So we're going to work on getting that done maybe today. I'm just going to record a bunch of videos, and then that way I'll have them backed up. I've had the videos backlogged for a while, and this is the first video I've made that's been fresh in a while. All new content, don't get me wrong, but I've been ready to get behind the guitar and do some other stuff. Some good news, I have been working on my brand new guitar course for bluegrass guitar, and you'll be excited to know that. Getting some logo work done, getting some website work done. Been recording the videos myself and editing them myself, so filled with all kinds of new content. And so that's hopefully going to be done. I don't have a release date on that. I'd like to be done by the end of August, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But I will keep you guys posted, and so I thought you might want to know that. So enough talking. Today, like I said, we had a request to do kind of break down a solo to one of my songs called Just Count on the Savior. And I recorded that one a while back on the YouTube channel. If you'll just probably do a search for Just Count on the Savior, it should pop right up. And so it's an A, so we're going to move everything over to A with a capo. And as you've seen, and probably in some of my other videos, I did a review on the Page Click capo. And originally it was messing up. It was kind of popping off, but ever since I did that thing where you take the capo and kind of bend it apart just a little bit, it stopped doing that. I haven't had any problems since. But just one thing about a capo, in case you're new to this channel or a new subscriber, when I'm putting on an adjustable capo, always a capo, you need to put it right behind the fret. It's not on top of the fret. It may look like that, but it's not. It's right behind the fret that I need, which in this case is the 2nd fret. And what I do is I just move it up and I tighten it until the buzz goes away, and then I give one more little twist, and you have it. Now when you're releasing a Page capo, if it's the click, you want to twist it first, one full turn, then you can press the button and just pop it off like that. I've oiled mine recently, but it's a little bit, catches just a little bit. And then I just put it behind the nut here and clamp it down real good and give it a little bit slight turn to store it. Now if you've got the original Top Martins or the guitars that have that little diamond thing on the back, it's kind of hard to get it much past the nut. You just got to do the best you can. Then to put it back on, I just untwist it a little bit, move it up, or you can pop it off again, move it up, you know, like that. But then it starts wobbling. So I just untwist it enough so that it can kind of stay put to where I need it to. Untwist, come over here. And what I like to do is I don't like to put it dead center. I like to lift it up just a hair because it keeps the bottom here a little bit more clear. When I'm trying to play a C or something, my first finger doesn't get caught on that. So it's an A, the key of A, and I just twist like I said. I'm going to look and make sure it's right behind the nut, or right behind the fret, to minimize tuning problems. And I just use the D and the G string because it seems like those are the two that buzz the most. So it's ready to go. Now the first half of the solo is one that I do on guitar. The second half my mandolin player does. And we do have, now that I'm thinking about it, we do have our CDs up for sale. The Wilder Mountain Coal CDs. That's the name of the album. It's also the name of the title track that Tammy wrote for us, the banjo player. And this song is on there. It's the last track of the CD, and you can find it. It's now on iTunes. It's on Amazon. Just about anywhere you can find it. It's on our Reverb Nation page. You just go to Reverb Nation and look for Wilder Mountain, and we're on there. So if you want to buy this CD, it's available out there for you. And the name of the CD is called Wilder Mountain Coal. And this song is called Just Count on the Savior. And to get a little bit of an idea of what it sounds like, I'm going to go ahead and sing some of it, and then we'll get right on to the solo. I'm going to sing the chorus and then the solo up to my part, and then we'll discuss it from there. Just count on the Savior, take hold of His hand, pray daily unto Him, obey His command, cast all your care on Him, He careth for you. Believe in His promise, and He'll bring you through. Right in there is where the mandolin comes in, and I kind of messed up that last part. Let's try that again. So it's kind of like that. And we'll get on to that in just a second. So it starts off, it's kind of like the same melody of the song. And I'm shifting positions from the open G to this G that looks like an F. And within that G we have these notes we can work with. It's kind of like a short variation of the whole minor pentatonic or major pentatonic. So we have if we're counting the capo as the nut, we have the fifth, third on the B and the E, and then the fourth on the G string. So I'm just sliding from the second to the fourth and just keeping that chord shape. And I'm barring here with the first finger on the 3rd fret, and my middle finger is here on the 4th fret. So the first couple notes is I'm holding this note where the G would be, like if I held the G like this. And I'm kind of building up to that slide. And it's all alternate picking. Starting with a D, that's a down, then an up, and then a couple D notes. Down on the G, up on the D. So it's going to be, to do that alternate, to do that little roll there, it's down on the G, slide, up on the B, down on the G, and after that last down, I'm going to go. So 2 ups on the E, the B, and the G, and just keep that going. And you're going to stay here for a little while. And then slide it back down, open G. So we're going to the C shape. So that's a hammer on. G, hammer on, 2nd fret, 2nd fret. And then right after it goes back to the G, I do a real big slide to the 5th fret from the 2nd fret. So I love those unison notes if you watched my previous videos. Really emphasizes that. So let's go back to where we was. Okay, and it's important to keep this finger down here, this first finger, because if you don't, it's going to sound weird, and we want that C note in there. The way you can hit the double stops if you have to. And then I hit that open G again after the slide, and then this real cool lick here. So just that much is it's going to be, that open G is going to give me time to come back down here to the 2nd fret with my middle finger on the D string. And hammer on, open G. And then 3rd to 2nd to open. And then 1st fret, 2nd fret on the A string, open D. And then the all famous Tony Rice / Clarence White pull off on the 1st fret. And then open D to G. So that D is kind of a drone note. Let's see. So you hit the D, open D, about 4 times in just that one lick. And that's going back to this D shape. If you're going to go back to, or G shape, if you're going to go back to a shape, it's instead of this one, it comes to this one because you're using that 1st fret. Just a quicker transition that way. Now, if you want to, you can watch my right hand and see what it's doing. So the open G and the open D is all up strokes. The other notes are down. And then we start that back over. But instead of keeping the row, I do that twice. And right here, I kind of I vary it. I'm not exactly sure what I did on the CD, but I kind of vary that. And sometimes I go back twice. So it's a preference. You can noodle around up there and see what you can come up with. Okay, so you can do that. Pull off 5th to 3rd B string. Slide back down, open G. And then this will lick. Or, so you can do either slide or just do all the strings. So it's B, and this is alternate picking. And we're going to land the last G with our 1st finger because that is the D chord that we need to be thinking about. And it's only going to stay there for like maybe half a beat, if that. So, 2nd part again. Or you can slide once you hit that with your middle finger. Open G, 1st finger, 2nd fret, D. D chord. And it's like I said, it's going to be just a very slow half a beat there. And then I'm going to do this little cool little D bluesy lick. And this is kind of Tony Rice sounding too. So it's 3rd to 5th. Open A. So we have the sound of an A twice. There it is, and there it is. So it's slide, 3rd to 5th on the D, open A, and then 3rd to 4th, open D, and once again I like that unison slide. But I'm going to do it as if I'm playing a C shape, and I'm going to slide. Okay. And then that way I'm going to form the shape after that slide. And then I'm back to C. And it sounds cool with that open G ring. And that's the full C. And then the last part that I do is while this is when the manual comes in. Okay, so that is just a quick type of Brian Sutton-y type of lick, and that's all alternate picking, and it's probably the most difficult lick because it's kind of fast. You want to practice it slow. Open E, 1st fret, 2nd fret, And so that's down, up, down, first, third, E string. A string is 4 notes in a row. Open, 1, 2, 3. The last one should be a downstroke. And then we're going to do the D string, open, first, second. And that's an upstroke. Yep, upstroke. And that goes to the C. It's just a little intro to the C. And you're going to leave this one put. Notice it's still ringing as I go to this, and then you hold that, and that forms the C chord. And then a quick change to a C minor, and the C minor that I like to do is this. And all I'm doing is I'm bringing, keep the idea of a C in your mind, leave the ring finger anchored where it is. Then you're going to change to the G string, 2nd fret with a middle finger. Make this first finger go above that to the D string, 1st fret. And this is a C minor. And then you have that kind of like a suspended, or no, the major 7. So it's like a C minor with a major 7. Or C minor 7, something like that. One or the other. And then I go back to G after that. I'll do that, fiddle around a little bit. And then it goes back to G. Excuse me. And that's one other thing is I'm just doing this stuff as he's playing along. But after the little phrase, the certain G lick that I use, and it sounded the best with the song instead of the one I usually do. See. Take me a minute to figure it out here. There it is. So it's a little bit more of a pause on that open A. And then the rest of it, instead of going straight to the, it's a pause. And the rest of it's the same. 2nd fret, 1st fret, 2nd fret. Open D, 2nd fret, pull off, open G. So the whole thing real quick, and then we'll go ahead and wrap this up. Is like this. I'll do it full speed, and then I'll do it kind of half speed so you can kind of figure it out. And then it keeps going to the into that little verse. Now, I kind of did slow that one down. I wasn't thinking, but let's slow it down even more so you can get an idea of this. And I want you to pay attention to each one of these things that I dissected and showed you, like the little, or each one of those could be its own lick in its own right. So if you want to use that in another song that goes to D, or another song that goes to C, then feel free to do that. It's interchangeable between different songs as long as the timing fits. So let's do this a little bit slower, and then we'll wrap it up, okay? Also, I don't mean to interrupt, but also pay attention to the right hand from time to time. Watch the left hand, but then rewind it and go back and watch the right hand so you can get the picking down. Okay, and that's it. Two key points here is when you're sliding to that D, you'll want to slide with your first or your second finger because you just did here. But try to keep from doing that. Avoid that. Slide with your ring finger leading so that you can come down here. You always want to set yourself up for the next shot. As Tony Rice said in his Masterclass DVD, he heard somebody talk about playing billiards. And it's like playing billiards. When you're playing guitar, you're setting yourself up for each individual next shot along the way. In this case, I'm setting myself up for the anticipated move down to C. And the other thing was this. I've got a tendency to kind of want to lift my ring finger when I get to that last little part there, but you want to leave it down if all possible. It's going to feel awkward. You might have to get away with lifting every finger for now, but you kind of want to eventually leave that put right there, leave it stayed put right there on the 3rd fret of the A string. And that's another thing I do. You have to remember that the first two or three notes here, you don't have the middle notes. You don't have the 2nd fret. The 2nd and the 3rd strings you do. So skip that middle note there on the first pass. Okay, now you can probably do a little bit of this and work out the second half of the solo. Since it's done by a mandolin, I've never really sat down and figured it out, but it wouldn't be hard to do. So definitely check that out, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Once again, I will probably do a video just for requests and get that posted as soon as possible. And so for now, just leave me a comment below and tell me what you thought about this. If you had any problems with it or anything, I've tried to explain as best as I can. Also, leave me a comment, suggestions of what you'd like to see, so that I'll have one central area to go to for now until I get the other video up. Matter of fact, I may go ahead and record it and put it up first. So this may have already happened. I don't know. That's just the way video works sometimes. You try to do the most logical first. But either way, you can go ahead and for right now, just leave me a comment below here. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know any other things you'd like to see. I'm also working on wanting to do some more different things on this channel. Not just bluegrass guitar. I've been wanting to play electric and itching to play electric for a while. And I can have a playlist just for that so that it doesn't overcrowd and get in the way of the bluegrass stuff. But over at facebook.com/TexasBluesGuitar, you can go there, and I've left a post, and I need to go ahead and pin that to the top so that you can see it. And it's just, if you have any suggestions for electric guitar stuff, just leave me a comment on that certain post there. Once again, that's facebook.com/TexasBluesGuitar. And I will keep you guys posted and up to date on the bluegrass guitar course. I don't have the domain name yet, and I probably need to do that. But I do have the name of it, and I can't tell you what it is right now. So when I get that domain name purchased and everything going on, I will definitely release the name of that. But it is going to be hopefully around 6, maybe 7 DVDs. I'm going to try to condense it to 6 DVDs/6 videos for download. And it's gonna be pretty awesome. I've finally got my first virtual assistant. He's been working out great with the graphic design stuff. It's been amazing. I'm going to get a tablature assistant that I've been looking at so that he can tablify everything so that I don't have to fool with that. I can just focus on creating the content and teaching you guys. So without any further ado, without rambling or anything, please subscribe. If you're new to this channel, subscribe. And take a look at my totally free guitar newsletter where you can learn all kinds of electric guitar stuff. It's mostly based around my Texas blues material, and you can find that at my website at www.secretsofTexasBluesGuitar.com/newsletter. Okay, check that out. I'll see you guys next time. I got a few more videos I'm going to record for the day, and then I'll be done. It's been a pleasure, and it's been fun, and I hope you got a lot out of this. Remember to dissect each and every individual lick, break it down, and you can use all these different licks in other songs, okay? So God bless, thank you very much, and don't forget to comment, subscribe, and like this video, and share with your friends. Appreciate it, guys. See you next time.